Hi everybody, it's Dr. Domingo, and I thought I would do this impromptu video to let you know that the grades in Module 1 are posted. So bottom line is that you all did well. It's kind of the Oprah thing, you know, when you did well, and you did well, and you did well, and everybody does well. No, seriously, you did great, and what I was pleased with was seeing how good your writing is. I think one of the things that I noticed off the bat is that many of you put a lot of citations in, put a lot of support for your statements. You know, a few times in the past when I've taught this class, many of the students threw their opinion out and didn't substantiate it with any research. All of you did that, and that's great. So, you know, anytime you have a statement, support that with the research. Now, the other thing that I saw that I was pleased to see was a lot of application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation in writing. And these are doctorate level writing concepts where you are summarizing the research, you're applying it to a particular situation, you are looking at components of the research, you're summarizing it and applying it to a certain situation. All those are great, so keep that up. One thing that I noticed that some of you did was when you cited something, you forgot to put it in the references, or vice versa, which I saw more often. You would list out a reference at the bottom of the response, and then in the in-text citation, it wasn't there. So just be sure it's consistent. Again, these are small mechanical things, but it's only the first week, and so with a great start like this, you'll continue to write well as you go through the class. Now, one of the things too that you'll see that I made comments on is I sometimes used a statement called you did a great job of keeping the conversation going. The whole purpose of the discussion thread is what it is. It's a discussion. So when you responded to a colleague or a classmate and you kind of went back and forth and you kind of bounced back between ideas and made this long thread, that's great. It's supposed to simulate a classroom discussion, and in fact in the next few weeks I'm going to try something and experiment with a way to do a discussion in which you will respond to me. So I will lead the discussion and I will post a response that will hopefully warrant some discussion, and then you'll all discuss that just like we were in a classroom, but only virtual. So all that to say, great work on Module 1, and now we're on Module 2. In Module 2, I'm seeing some great discussion happen already, and a lot of you are writing about leaders who challenge the status quo. We're talking about the second exemplary practice, which is challenge the process. And obviously on the national scale, there's a lot of examples to say, hey, these are leaders or people that are challenging the status quo. And perhaps it's an example that you yourself challenge the status quo. I want you to think about what were some of the insights that you observe or maybe had for yourself if you were the one that challenged the status quo. Was it the setting was right? Was it you just felt that it was time to make that change? Whatever it is, I think those are good nuances that need to be captured as you discuss this second question. So that said, continue on the discussion here in Module 2. I will be responding to those posts. So look for those from me here pretty soon. But other than that, keep up the great work, and I will see you all online.